Thank you so much for being here and part of our month of fun, Allison.
I'm so happy to.
I mean, I met you how many years ago was it? 5 years ago? 4 years?
It's about 5 years ago.
5 years ago,
Yeah.
met you through a mutual friend. And I just knew, when you sit down in front of somebody that they just click with you and
Yeah.
that you just love them and you know that you want them in your life and you want to be with them and work with them and you just align. And that was me with Allison. And Allison has been so incredibly generous with her gifts and talents and time and energy with us. She's been all over presenting. Every time we ask her, will you please take part in a conference? And of course, it's usually as a volunteer.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
always
always a
said,
yes. I'm always a
yes.
yes for you. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I mean, from the bottom to the top of my heart, Allison. And now I'm so grateful for you. And I mean, we're friends. I appreciate you. We have a great podcast. If you guys haven't listened to it, please do. And you're just incredibly talented in what you do in yoga and mindfulness. It's so relatable and you just have this great vibe and energy. So I'm just so happy that you're here with us tonight. Thank you so much
Thank
and
you. Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you for inviting me. And I love celebrating Jesse's birthday with you. I really, really do. June is a special birthday month in my family too. It's my youngest birthday 2 days ago, but
Aw.
every day in a row from like the 10th through the 16th, we have a birthday in the family. So this is a very special time. So
Very special. So we also have Julia Richter, who is now the director of our CARES program, which is training and coaching. There's Julia. Oh my gosh, I'm introducing you
your whole team is
my
great.
team, but my friends too. And Alicia doesn't have her video on, but we have Tegan's iPhone on here too. Great for you to join us. Thank you so much. And I will turn it over to you,
All
Allison.
right,
Thank you.
great, great. So what I was going to share with you today, and I didn't know, what age was going to be with us. So it's sort of like for everybody, but it's mostly adults that are here. So maybe I'll keep it more relatable to adults. So whether we're parents or educators, and everything that I do, everything that I teach, it's easy to do the same thing with kids. So we could call this yoga. It's a lot of qigong. It's a lot of energy work, breath work. But it's really for anybody at any age. So what I would like to start with first is just like a settling in. So we've all had busy days. It's 7 o'clock already on the East Coast. So we've all had a full day. And what I want to do is a little opening of just becoming present to our mind, our body, or our breath, just right now in this moment. And this is something you could do any time of the day, just to sort of reset yourself or reseat yourself so that we could be more present in the moment. So whether you're standing or sitting, just come to a comfortable position. So I'm standing, so I'm going to make sure that my feet are slightly apart. My legs are straight, but they're not super straight. There's a little bounce in my knees. If you're seated, let your back rest against the back of the chair, but see if you could still keep your feet anchored on the floor, just to give you a better base of support. And before we close our eyes, let's just take a few breaths together with our eyes open, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth twice. So let's breathe in. And breathe out. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. And then closing your mouth so that you could just breathe in and out through your nose. And if it's comfortable for you, see if you can softly close your eyes, just so we could settle in and become more aware of our inner landscape. So much of our day, we're very, very visually oriented. We're very much um, interested in what's happening around us in our external environment. So this is an opportunity for us to just turn our attention inwards very softly. So we do that first by closing the eyes. And next, just by bringing our attention to our breath, noticing there's an in-breath and an out-breath. No real effort here. Our body just knows how to simply do this just to sustain our life. So we don't need to change the breath and make it anything other than what is comfortable for us. Now, when I say that, some people are really used to breathing in and out through their mouth, and I'm asking you to breathe in and out through your nose. So that might pose a little bit of, I'm going to call it a challenge, but it might just be something a little new. But that's okay. So we're just going to notice how that feels. But we do want to breathe in and out through our nose. And now begin to bring your attention just to your mind, to your thoughts. And allow your thoughts to bring you through your whole day. Just travel down the path of waking up in the morning, what you did, maybe who you spoke to, where you went, whether it was work or a leisure day. But let your mind go there. Let your mind wander through your day, everything that you've done. It's okay if it doesn't pop into your mind chronologically, but allow the thoughts of your day just to continue to flow. And then for a moment, just check in with your body and just notice how your body feels thinking about your day. Maybe you notice some tightness in some places. Maybe you feel very much at ease. We're just noticing. We're not asking it to be a certain way. We just want to notice when my mind thinks about my day, how does my body react? Because this is constantly what's happening in our lives. Our mind thinks and our body reacts to the thoughts in our head. And now let's bring your full day to this moment. So maybe just see yourself setting yourself up in front of your computer, getting your desk ready. Maybe you fixed your hair. I put on a little lipstick. So bringing yourself to this moment. You're here. We're here. We're here all together. Bring your attention to your feet that are planted on the floor of the room that you're in. Feel the soles of your feet against the bottom of the floor, the bottom of your shoes. Feel your legs present, either standing or in your chair, giving you a nice base of support. Notice your trunk, your belly, your rib cage, your heart. Here in this moment, right now. Notice your shoulders. See if you can allow them to relax just a little bit. Bring your attention to your arms and the shape of your hands. Then bring your focus back up to your neck, your throat, your jaw, your cheeks, your eyes, your forehead, and the top of your head. This is your whole body here right now. Your whole heart here right now. And your mind present for this moment, our moment all together. And with our presence, let's see if we can cultivate just a little bit of curiosity, a little bit of wonder of what is our time together going to be like? What am I going to learn? What am I going to feel? What am I going to do? Take a deep breath in through your nose, a slow breath out through your nose, and just do another little check-in. How does your body feel? Knowing that it's here, present for this moment, for this time together. Do you notice anything different in your body from before? From before when we did our check-in after thinking about our day? And the answer could be yes, it could be no. It's just an observation, an opportunity to notice, to check in. And then when you're ready, just flutter your eyes open. Invite the light in. Maybe a little smile. Yeah, and I'd say throughout our whole time together this evening, if you have a comment or a question, whether you want to, raise your hand in the reactions, or you want to put something in the chat, because I find that if people have questions, or they want to know something more, probably other people do as well. So it's a great way to guide this towards just what everybody needs in the moment. All right, so we're going to start, is nose breathing better? Thanks for asking, Scarlett. Very interestingly, a lot of the things that we do in yoga and mindfulness, it's about helping us realign or organize our nervous system. So many of us live very stressed lives, and the stress side of our nervous system gets overactive, and it tends to be on autopilot. And through these practices, we learn how to turn on the relaxation part of our nervous system. When we breathe through our nose, that actually helps turn on what's called our parasympathetic nervous system. So nose breathing turns on the relaxation branch of our nervous system, where mouth breathing turns on the stress branch, which is called the sympathetic nervous system, the sympathetic branch of our nervous system. So there's actually been a lot of studies. I've just been reading, if you're familiar with the book Breath by James Nestor. Yeah, I've been reading that, and the whole time I'm reading it, I'm like, yep, I knew all of these things. It's like all new science, right? I knew all of these things when I started practicing yoga and mindfulness, because I was feeling it in my own body. So I know everything is pure truth in that book. And one more interesting fact, the studies that are in that book even talk about people that breathe through their mouth at night tend to be more stressed in their day. And one of the remedies for that is to put a little piece of tape over your mouth at night so that you can start to train yourself to breathe in and out through your nose. It is healing by nature, and it's our natural way of being. It's normal for our human body to breathe in and out through our nose, but through our stressed lives, we've essentially taught ourselves out of that. So, so Scarlett, oh, you did the tape? Yeah. Yeah. Really, really interesting, right?
I had to rip it off after about an hour. I was like, because you don't realize. I would have told you I could nose breathe because I don't have congestion or anything. I don't have allergies, but we don't. You think you do, but you do have to train yourself. And it was, and probably because you have that tape there, you're just like,
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Why don't we do another breathing practice right now that is a great, not so much an introduction, but it's a great way to start working on the practice of breathing through your nose. And it's alternate nostril breathing, which is good. If you're new to it, it's going to be weird, which is good because it'll bring more of your attention to what you're doing, which means that your neurocircuitry will really be triggered to change some pathways. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be blocking off one nostril at a time. So we'll block one nostril off, we'll breathe in and out through the other one, and then we're going to block the other nostril off and we're going to breathe in and out. Okay, so if you're used to doing this, in yoga, we use one hand. I'm going to use two because it's easier to see, and if you're new to it, it's easier to do that as well. All right, so we're going to start by closing off the right nostril. So let's first breathe in and out together through both. So breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now you're going to close. Actually, let's breathe in together. Then you're going to close off your right nostril and breathe out through your left. Now breathe in through your left. Then you're going to close off your left nostril, breathe out through your right. Then breathe in through your right. Then close that off. You're going to breathe out through your left. Then breathe in. Then close off your left nostril, breathe out through your right. Then breathe in. Close off your right, breathe out through the left. Breathe in. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in. Breathe out through the left. Breathe in. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in. Last time on the left, breathe out. And breathe in. Now release your right, breathe out through both. Breathe in through both. Breathe out through both. Breathe in through both. Breathe out through both. And take a moment and gently close your eyes. Come to just a natural breath, soft breath. And just notice. Notice your capacity of breathing right now. Notice what it feels like as you fill up with air right now and as you let it go. And then maybe bring your sensation to your awareness to the sensation of your body. And see if anything speaks to you. And then take a deep breath in through your nose. And a slow breath out. And then gently flutter your eyes open. So what did that feel like? Yeah, good.
I have
Yeah.
a deviated septum. And after we did that, first of all, it's the first time I've ever been able to follow anybody and actually do it. And then I could breathe through both of my nostrils better. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I find like that this is a good way to start training your automatic body of breathing through both nostrils, just taking it slow and one at a time. And it's so interesting because you notice that it's actually different. You know, we think like, oh, I'm breathing equally through both nostrils, but none of us really are. We alternate nasal dominance throughout the day. Throughout changes in our mood and our emotion, it actually changes. And what's fascinating is that it's a great regulatory tool, because you'll notice, like, if you're really angry or you're really heated or upset, if you do that, you'll switch your nasal dominance and it'll change your mood. So it actually changes the hormones in your body by switching which nostril you are breathing in and out of. It's fascinating. Yeah. All right, so we're going to do a little body energy work. So I'm going to ask you all to stand up. I see that some of you already are. I'm going to step back from my computer. So some of what we're going to do now is actually from Qigong. It's energy work. We're going to activate different energy centers. So what I'd like you to do is stand with your legs slightly apart, about hip distance, and let there be a little bit of a softness to your knees, a little bit of a bend. And we're going to, this is called knocking on the door of life. So we're going to use our hands as knockers, and we're gently going to be tapping different parts of our body. You'll see as we go. And the amount that you're tapping, you're going to do what's comfortable for you. Okay, so be aware of that aspect of this, of what is comfortable. I'm going to just turn on another light. Oh, there we go. All right. So we're going to start by rotating our body side to side and letting our arms wrap around our hips. So your hands are going to hit your front hip and your lower back about the level of your kidneys. So see if you can pace your breath with this. Notice what's comfortable for you. You want to breathe in and out with a rhythm. So it could be the rhythm of your tapping, the rhythm of your twist, but you want there to be a flow of your breath. Now I'm going to turn around just so you could see the level of where my hand is hitting my back. And you'll notice I'm looking over my shoulder each time. So this is a full twist. And then see if you can deepen your breath as you twist and as you tap. So it's your hip and your kidney area. Remember to keep your knees soft and bent. And now you're going to start tapping your front shoulder with the arm that comes in front. You're still tapping the back, but now it's your front shoulder. Remember to keep breathing, keep twisted. We want there to be a rhythm to our movement. So we have a rhythm of our thoughts, there's a rhythm of our breath, there's a rhythm of our heart beating, there's a rhythm to our digestion. And sometimes when we are dysregulated, the rhythms don't match. So we can use movement, the rhythm of our movement, paired with the rhythm of our breath to get everything in sync. Okay, now let's start tapping again down by our waist and our back, so our hip and our back. And then just slow it down a little bit. coming to the center. We're just going to do some thymus tapping. So sort of like a gorilla in the jungle. Big breaths in and out. And then tapping down one arm. So start at your shoulder. You're going to tap down your arm with your palm facing down, and then flip your hand over and you're going to tap up your arm. So down your arm and up your arm. Down and up. Down and up. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Tapping down your arm and up your arm. Down your arm, up your arm. Down, up, one more time, down, and up. You're going to tap all the way down to your belly, the front of your hips, and then we're going to tap down our legs, down the front of our legs, and then up the back of our legs. So down the front, and then tap up the back. Down the front, up the back. Couple more times. One more time. And then reach up high, take a deep breath in. Tighten your body, make everything super, super tight. So your legs, your bottom, your belly, your shoulders, your arms and fists, your hands. Tight, 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 tight. And then exhale and just shake it and bounce it out. You can even wiggle your hips a little bit. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Big breath in, straighten your body. Super tight, super, super, super tight. Even scrunch up your face, make it super tight. And then exhale, shake it out. So this is like a progressive relaxation. One more time, big breath in. Super tight, super tight, super tight. Exhale it all out. Shake, 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 shake. All right, we're going to do a little bit of roaring tiger. You're going to take a big breath in. Imagine that these are tiger claws. Big breath in, up, up, up to the ceiling, and then exhale like we're scratching a blackboard. Bending your knees. Then we roll up. Inhale, stretch up, and then It's like letting out the fire. It's like a dragon. Breathe in, lift all the way up. Exhale. 2 more times. Big breath in. Big breath out. Last one. Breath in. Breath out. Then take a nice big full breath in just to bring us up to stand. Roll your shoulders back, bring your palms forward. And let's take another moment just to check in. Gently close your eyes. And then again, we're just going to notice what we sense and feel. So it's not necessarily an emotion right now, but we're just looking for any kind of sensation. So a sensation can be like light, heavy, cold, wet, clammy, tingly. See if any of those words or other words can describe any movement or sensation that's happening within your body. And when you're ready, just flutter your eyes open. And I'm just going to come up to my screen here. So did anybody sense anything in their body after we did that? Any sensation that you can name? I'm always interested to hear sensation words. And I like to stick with sensation words more especially when I'm sharing this with kids, because they sometimes have a really hard time with emotions, but every emotion actually is a sensation in the body. So if we can get more curious about the sensation and notice what the sensation is, sensations move, they don't stay. And that's really the truth about emotions too. So if we can then recognize that every emotion that I have actually is causing a sensation in my body, and I can identify the sensation and watch it, witness it, be with it, I can notice that it moves. And certainly a lot of this work that we're doing, like all of this, the tapping and the knocking, hitting energy centers, that helps it move even more. Right? So we're not looking to like take away the emotions that we have, but we want to see like our own strength and our own ability to shift how we feel, to help things move. Okay, so I'm just going to see what Scarlett, you have a little bit of back pain. Pain is sensation. Yeah, that is sensation. Alicia, your hands tingle. Julia, warm. Scarlett, it gets you into your body and out of your mind. Yeah. And especially when we know as human beings, it's every thought in our head causes sensation and emotion in our body. It's great to be able to use our body to switch it, use our body, right, to help clear our minds, right? And that's why, especially like teaching mindfulness to kids, it has to be with movement. It can't just be like seated and pay attention to what's happening in your mind and just breathing. We have to use movement because our mind is so easy to just take over. It's like human conditioning. So using the body is just really, really powerful. Okay, let's see where the hands are tingly, but the chalkboard exercise brought up some anger. Yeah, because you're sort of like mimicking what it looks like when you're angry. Yeah. Felt warmth. All right, Scarlett, you can't be in your mind and your body at the same time, right? Yeah. Jan, you feel better. You've been tired and achy all day. Almost didn't want to do this, but it actually feels good. Yay, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Is it possible for everybody now to come onto the floor? Yeah, let's do that. Because I'd like to give you some more body things. All right. All right, so let's come on to our hands and knees. And in this position, now, if you're not comfortable coming onto your hands and knees, what I'm about to do, you could also do it in your chair. So you know what I'll do is I will show you an option. So we're going to be doing cat and cow. You want to keep your knees directly under your hips and your hands, your wrists directly under your shoulders. And first see if you can just get your spine super straight, like, or as straight as it's comfortable. You're going to have natural curves, but we don't want to be arched in either direction right now. We just want to have a straight spine from our tailbone to the top of our head. So take a couple of breaths here, just feeling what that is like. And if you're in your chair, you're seated at the edge of your chair. I'll sit in this chair right here with your feet on the floor. I'll turn to the side a little bit. You can place your hands on your lap. And what we're going to be doing is cat and cow. We're going to be breathing in and bringing our heart through our arms and looking up, and then breathing out. And this is cat, like a scaredy cat, arching our spine back, and our chin will come down towards our heart. So this is breathing in and breathing out. So I'm going to come back onto the floor here, and I'm going to breathe in and out, in and out. So we're going to do this a few times, and I'd like you to go at your own pace because we want to focus our breath on our nose here, breathing in and out through our nose. And we want it to be synchronized with our movement. So this is our breath in and our breath out when we pull our belly in and arch our scaredy cat spine. So you keep going while I'm talking. So this is a great exercise just to help move energy along our spinal column. It helps to warm up all the cerebral spinal fluid that goes up and down our spine. It also helps to open up our rib cage, creating more space for our lungs to expand when we're breathing. Now see if on your exhale, you can actually pull your belly up towards your back to push out the air. So your focus is more on getting the air out. And you may notice that if you get more air out, it's easier to take a breath in. And then let's take a nice big breath in, straightening our spine again. One long line, just as how we started. So from our tailbone to the top of our head. We're going to do a little bit of balancing here. So you're going to lift up your left arm in front of you, and then your right leg behind you. Okay, and then just let that come back down. And we're going to do the other side. So before we hold it, we're just going to pattern it in our body first. So now right arm forward, left arm back. And then bring your arm and leg down. Okay, now we're going to do that again. Left arm forward, right arm back. See if you can focus your eyes on one spot on the floor in front of you. And we're going to take 2 breaths in here. So breathe in and out, and breathe in and out, bringing that hand and knee back down. And now we're going to do that on the other side. So breathe in, reach your arm forward, right arm forward, left arm back. Your eyes focused on something in front of you, staring at one thing. Breathe in and out and in and out. Let that hand and knee rest. And now we're going to put some rhythm to it. So we're going to be reaching an arm and a leg back, and then they come down. Then the opposite side and down. Okay, so we're going to do that about 5 times. This is going to take some focus, some attention to what our body is doing. Okay, here we go. Breath in and reach, breath out and down. Breath in and reach, breath out and down. Breathe in and out, reach forward and down. Breathe in, reach up and down. Breathe in and out. One more each side. Breathe in and out, and breathe in and out. Take a nice big breath in. As you breathe out, let your bottom come and rest on your heels. Walk your hands forward and bring your forehead down to the floor. And if your forehead doesn't reach the floor, you could bring the floor up to your forehead. Create a pillow with your fists so that your forehead can rest on your fists. Okay, also if you have a pillow, or I have a block here, but you want your forehead to have something to rest on. Okay, we're going to be here just for a few breaths and see if with each breath in, you imagine your spine expanding, creating space within each vertebrae of your spine, making your spine longer. And with each exhale, imagine your body resting into the floor, melting into the floor. So we're using some visualization here. Your inhale of like energizing your spine, lengthening your spine, especially if you do have some discomfort in like your lower back. You could bring more breath there just to create a little release of those tight muscles. And then as you exhale, just relax into the floor. So breath in is to lengthen. Breath out is to relax. Few more times, few more breaths. Breath in to lengthen. Breath out to relax. And then slowly walk your hands back towards your body so that you come to an upright position. And then we're just going to sit on the floor. And we'll do a few more movements of the rib cage and the spine. And this is really related to helping us improve our capacity for breath by really elongating the spinal column, lengthening out the rib cage, right? Because breath is our greatest resource for helping us regulate ourselves, helping us live life fully and healthily. So with your hands placed by your side, you're going to inhale your one arm all the way up, and then exhale, leaning over to the side, but you want that hip to stay rooted into the floor. Okay, so you could use your other hand as a support, and you're just going to lean over. We're going to take a few breaths right here, in and out through the nose. That same intention of our breath, of the inhale lengthening and the exhale relaxing or releasing, you can use that here. So your inhale, imagine just lengthening this whole side body, and the exhale just softening, let gravity take over. Then inhale, come all the way up, exhale that arm down, inhale your other arm up towards the ceiling, exhale over to the other side. And again, we're going to inhale and lengthen, reach, exhale, release, relax. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, release. Inhale, reach, exhale, release. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale the arm down. Now we're going to take a twist. So you're going to inhale one arm over to your opposite knee. Let me move this down just a little bit. There we go. Okay, opposite knee. The other hand's going to go behind you, and you're going to look over your shoulder. Okay, both hips are rooted into the ground, so my hips are not moving. It is my upper body. It's from my waist, my shoulders, my chin. So same thing, inhale, lengthen, exhale, release and twist. Inhale and lengthen, exhale, release and twist. This is minute little movements. It's more the intention. Imagine inhaling, lengthening your whole spine, creating space. Exhale, twist, like you're wringing out a sponge. Then inhale, lengthen, and untwist your body back to the center. Exhale, release. And now we'll do that on the other side. So you're going to twist and inhale, lengthen your spine as you twist. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale all the way back to center. Let's take a big breath in, reach our arms all the way up. Exhale our arms all the way down. Do that one more time. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale our arms all the way down. All right, and now we're going to do a little relaxation with compassionate touch. And compassionate touch is very powerful because when we use our own body to touch our own body, it helps us release oxytocin. Oxytocin is this wonderful hormone that helps us feel more comfortable in our body. It helps us feel more trusting. It helps us feel safe. And sometimes it's hard in our external environment to feel those things. So we are going to use our own touch to cultivate that within us. So first, let's start by rubbing our hands together. I'm going to come a little closer. Rubbing our hands just to create some warmth. Okay, and we're going to begin by placing our hands on our head, holding our own head. So you know how you would cradle a baby's head in the back, like at the bottom of the skull? That's where you're going to place one hand on the bottom, the base of your skull, and really open up your hand so that you could support your own head. And then your other hand is going to come onto your forehead. And we're just going to close our eyes, because we're resting in our own support, our own care. And once you get over this, oh, this is so weird, I'm holding my head, see if you can allow your body to receive the love from your hands, to receive the support and care from your own hands. Notice if you feel anything happening even between your hands, the energy of your forehead hand reaching the energy of the hand supporting the back of your skull. Notice if your head wants to rest more in your forehead hand or the back hand. Notice how it feels just to give yourself the same loving attention and support that you would for a newborn baby. And you're just breathing in and out softly through your nose. And then that hand that's supporting the back of your head, let's bring that hand to your heart. Just placing it over your heart center. Activating your center of love and compassion. Notice if you feel the sensation from your forehead hand to your heart hand. This path of energy. Notice if any thoughts begin to brew in your mind and see if they can transform into just droplets of water that fall to the heart. So no big thoughts are needed right now. They can all fall to the heart and be handled by your heart rather than your thinking mind. Because we're in the space now of feeling, not of doing, but just feeling. What is it like to care for myself? What is it like to hold myself? And then the hand that's on your forehead, bring that down to your abdomen, right over your belly button. So with one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, allow yourself to just feel your breath, feel your body receiving breath and then letting it go. Allow your whole body to receive that breath. And allow your whole body to let it go. This is a give and receive. Give and receive. And let's use this give and receive in a compassionate way. So imagine that as you breathe in, you are taking in compassion, you are taking in the energy of love for yourself. And then as you exhale, you are giving that same energy back. You are sending it out. You can be sending it out to a particular person. You can be sending it out to your whole town, a community, your whole family, your state, your country, the world. You decide. But you breathe in for you. Breathe in love and compassion for you. And fill your whole body. And then you recycle that love. You send it out on the exhale. And imagine who you are sending that to. So you take in for you and you let it go for someone else. And then bring both hands to your heart. And to end our time together, we'll take in a collective breath in of compassion and love for ourselves. And breathe out for all of us to share in all of this love and compassion together. Breathe out. And just gently bow your head in reverence for all the beauty, the wisdom, the love that you have within yourself and your ability to share that. That's to be honored. And then release your hands to your lap and slowly flutter your eyes open. Wow, 7:58, and I had my eyes closed for a really long time and no timer on. It's like, how does that happen?
How does that happen? Because it's just perfect. I'm so relaxed. I'm going to turn from here and I'm going to go to bed.
Good.
I'm so happy about that. Oh my gosh, that was so amazing, Allison.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I love being here with you. I do. I absolutely do. I thank you for letting me be part of the birthday celebration.
Aw, thank you so much. And you have been every year, and we appreciate you so much. You are a beautiful
Thank
friend to
you.
choose love. We have your program, Zensational Kids, as an extension program, and I put your website in the chat, sensationalkids.com. Allison
Thank you.
Morgan, we love
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you.
Same, same.
Mwah.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care, everybody. It's great to see you all.
Thank you for choosing love.
Always, always. Bye-bye.
Bye.